today to go over pull-ups with you. I am Coach Mara. This is my husband, Coach Dave. Pull-ups are an essential movement that you should be doing. They not only build up your back muscles, but they also build up your arm muscles. As Dave is showing you what that is. We are going to give you a few different variations that you can go through based upon your ability level, or just to get you a few different ways to go about doing those pull-ups. So here we go.
Alright guys, I am going to go over this. I'm going to have Mara do this. I always like to give you guys a little motivation and show that women can actually do pull-ups. So you got to work at them to get there, but we're going to start with the basic with the pull-up, and then we will kind of go backwards as modifications kind of scale back each step from hardest to easiest. So in a pull-up, when she jumps up on that bar, the first thing is I'm going to have her do like 2 pull-ups, right? What you're going to notice is her chin comes completely over the bar, and she comes all the way down to a full extension, and then all the way up, chin over the bar, and down to a full extension. Okay, she can drop.
Cool, thank you.
Don't worry, she's got like 50 of them in the video, so she doesn't know that, but now she does. So arms all the way extended at the bottom, chin all the way over the bar at the top. If we see people going from like to their nose, to their mouth, I mean, you're not getting the strength you can, and you should be modifying a little bit and scaling back a little so you can get that strength to fully get that chin up there, control it all the way up, and then come down to a full extension. Other thing is the core. We always say this, if you watch our videos, it's always about the core. It is here again, right? It's about keeping the core tight so you're nice and stiff as you pull up. So she's going to do another one, and we're going to watch this, right? So I'm going to kind of come over here, try not to get in your way. But when she comes up, you're going to notice this stays nice and tight. She comes up and back down, okay? And she's going to drop down. But what we don't want to see is when you let that core loose and the back arches. I'm not going to make her do a pull-up like this, but, I mean, we'll kind of show you what it looks like. Just maybe I will. I'll make her do a pull-up. We'll see if she can do it. But if she actually lets that go and leans back, her back arches, and it's a lot harder to get herself up there. There you go. I made her do one wrong. But it's a lot harder if you start arching that back. We want to keep the stomach tight, pure strength, get that chin up above the bar, come all the way down to a full extension. If you can't do that, one thing we start with is if you're close to it, you can do what we call jumping pull-ups. It is a jumping pull-up. Why? Because we jump. I'm going to grab Mara a box. So what you would do is you would get something that's elevated like a box. Okay? And she would stand on that box, grab on the bar, and she would dip down to the full extension, and then what she would do is jump and pull the chin over the bar and come back down. And then come all the way down and jump and come back down. There you go. Yep. Now, you can change this up by coming down slowly, but be very careful because that can lead to a lot of muscle soreness if you come down too slow. But eventually you do want to control it a little bit and not just drop. So if she does want a little bit of control on the way down, there you go, just like that. And you will start to build strength by doing those, by jumping into a pull-up. From there, guys, we work into rows, right? We're going to use rings. You can set up, if you have a pull-up, or sorry, a pull-up, if you have a squat rack, you guys can use a squat rack and do this on a bar. Just picture her having a bar in front of you. Same thing. Yeah, move that out of the way. So what she's going to do is she's going to basically lay back and do, she's going to give me 3. Again, full extension, all the way up, rings touch the chest or the armpits. All the way down, rings touch the armpits. Again, all the way up and in. All right, so from there, same as the pull-up. Everything is the same. If you notice, go back down. If you notice, her core is still going to be nice and tight. As she pulls up, it's going to stay nice and stiff. She's going to squeeze. Okay, what we don't want to see is what people kind of, well, this is kipping, if you've heard of it, but where the hip drops, she pops it up, and she kind of like rocks her butt up and down, and gets kind of momentum into it. We don't really necessarily want to do that. If it's too hard, she can come and walk her feet back a little and make it a little easier there. And as she wants to make it harder, she can walk under until you're directly under. She can keep walking even. And if she goes directly under that rings, that's probably going to be her hardest position. She can straighten up the legs though. Yeah, that's probably going to be your hardest position right under the rings. Now, you can do that again with a barbell on a rack. Just make sure you have a rack that, one, is attached to the wall, and two, I have racks here. You don't pull from the side that the bar is on. If I put a bar on this side, even if this rack is attached and nice and solid, and I go to a pull-up this way, the bar can come off. You always want to pull into the rack. But again, you don't want one of these. You want a nice, stable rack, okay? Playgrounds have low pull-up bars for kids. Those work.
Parks too.
Yeah, parks. I mean, I've seen people do them on like walking under a picnic table and grabbing on and doing the pull-ups. So if you don't have anything at home, I mean, you can do it at a park or anywhere, but you definitely want to start a program and start doing pull-ups.
Yeah.
Well, so that's kind of your basics on pull-ups. I mean, we will have a little bit more on some more advanced stuff, but the basic things take away from this is make sure you're trying to keep that body nice and stiff. You are trying to get your chin all the way over that bar and full extension in the bottom.
Yep, full range of motion, guys. All right.
I think we're done here.
Yep.
So go do some pull-ups, and we'll see you next time. Stay fit, stay strong, stay healthy, guys. Have a good day.
Bye.